The American people voted Donald Trump in because really what it's been called is a common sense revolution.
Yes.
We do not want to say that men can play women's sports and be okay with that. We are not saying that men can menstruate. In fact, some of the Doge uncovered that we were paying for studying men menstruate. Okay, men don't menstruate. I can clear that study up real quick. Or men can have a baby, right? And so we had the American people saying, look, I don't care if we're Republican or Democrat. These Democrats are unhinged. They have hooked their star to the radical left of outside of the perimeters of any balance whatsoever. And I can't go with this. And so that's why we saw, even in politics, people that were typically maybe liberal, classical liberal, David, or independent, switch over to Trump, like Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson and other guys that are not traditionally conservative known, but then they went with Trump because they said, I can't buy into this. This is out of control. And at least Van Jones has enough, at least political sense. I don't think he has changed his values, but he does have enough political sense to saying, you guys keep doubling down on women playing sports, you're going to lose the next election. And so
80,
anyway.
20. It's an 80-20 issue. Almost 80% of Americans say, no, don't let girls or boys compete against girls. We've seen some of the damage and some of the scholarships lost and all these other things. Men beating women by just such large margins. But let's go back to your point that they're not changing their worldview or ideology. They're not coming to Jesus. They're just saying what we've been doing is not working, the messaging. Why? Because they have bad policies, bad ideas, not pro-American. It's just amazing that they've gotten this far. So I want to make that clear that they're not changing or converting. They're just kind of realizing we've got to find a different way to get the message out there, right?
Absolutely. And so what you have to realize is they're politically savvy. They're not going to change their ideology. And the problem is, here's the problem with their ideology. Their ideology, because it's a non-biblical ideology, can never construct anything creatively. It can only destroy things. So like when you see Biden go in the office, he destroyed America. I live here in California, where Gavin Newsom has literally destroyed California with the fires, the lack of water. And David, as an example, we have plenty of water, but we let 95% of it out into the ocean. Because of a delta smelt that's not even native to California. So we have a DEI hires as the fire chief captain in LA, and Mayor Bass, who's out of her mind, a DEI hire, and they basically can't run anything. And so even Gavin Newsom realizes, hey, I really can't build anything. So what is he doing? He's trying to soften his image, and he had Charlie Kirk on his program to try and say, yeah, I really don't believe in guys playing women's sports. To the chagrin, to the chagrin of all the transgenders, and so he realizes politically he ain't going to win with the messaging that they have, and so they have to change the message. But here's the thing: once they get into office, they will pop the clutch on their ideology. They will say whatever they have to say, David, as you know. But once they get in power, it's tater chip, let her rip. Here's my ideology, and it's demonic. Let it run. That's what they do.
Yeah, and you're not exaggerating, by the way. Let's call it out, friends. It is a demonic platform.